is picking up properly. I have no idea how potentially laggy this is. This stream is me simply stress testing my current setup, seeing what it can handle, what I need to get it to be able to handle. Let's try this. Hello, hello. My name is Professor Moore, currently using a temporary free model that I found. The credits for it are in the description below. Crap, I have no idea how to make sure if it is picking up my game or not. Realize that the sound I should probably balance a little differently, since it looks like the game was coming in a little bit louder than I was. Okay, back over to the game. Now this is not a fresh save of Knights of the Old Republic 2. I have been playing this a little bit beforehand. That's why this game is the one being my stress test game. And of course it goes ahead and crashes. Yeah, that's just lovely. That's what I want right now. Okay. Let's try booting that up once again. Okay, switch back over to the game. Check and make sure that it is doing what I want it to do. Okay, looks like it is. Now let's test and see if loading the game. Yay, okay. So yeah, I am still on the second locale after you get off the tutorial space station. I don't know why I was playing as him. Currently exploring around this area, just seeing what there is to find. That's right, I was coming in here because I was kill everyone here? I think I killed everyone here. Oh yeah, this is the exchange base. Yep, I'm in the exchange base. I remember where I was now. When I was playing this game last, I had just about fallen asleep while I was playing, so those memories just completely erased themselves. Oh, that's not a door. Okay. That was the holding cells. Already released him.
Please don't kill me. I'm only doing my job.
Run along. You don't need to work for the exchange anymore. Don't need to work for criminal scum. But yeah, guess I can show a little bit of what I'm playing. I'm playing a Jedi Sentinel, specializing in 2-weapon combat and wearing armor. Currently being escorted by Kira and Adin. Nothing special thus far, as it's fairly early on in the game. Shuttle Bay, Circa. Dang it, now I've got to remember what exactly I was needing to do next, because I had just gotten through my murder spree. Yeah, you can say that it went well. Ooh, lightsaber part. Neat. Not a Jedi. Lightsaber, energy cell fixture. That'll be handy once I get my hands on some lightsabers. Now, let's make our way to the cantina and see if we can't maybe convince this guy to help us a little bit in our efforts. At the moment, it's a lot of going places, walking from here, going to there. Nothing super fancy for the most part at this point in the game. Then again, early on, pretty much any RPG is going to simply be go here, get this, go there, get that. Okay, this is the shops. freed her already. Got her to go live her own life so she's no longer stuck. And she's already noticed. Go figure.
So, you're back. What's there to say? We're the only corporation with a branch on Citadel Station. Getting in early, as they say. If this whole Telos thing pans out, we could be in a great position. If Lorso doesn't screw it up, that is.
Telos thing? You mean the planet restoration?
Yeah, it's a long shot, considering the state of the Republic these days. Still, if it works out, the Republic may decide to start restoring other war-torn worlds. At least, that's what Zerka hopes. If we can integrate ourselves into the process, Zerka stands to make a tidy profit in the future.
How does Zerka profit from the restoration
Quite a few
process?
ways. As part of the Republic contract rewarded for a planet like Telos, Zerka is allowed to use the planet's natural resources to help fund and support the project. On top of that, the Senate's easy to negotiate with. They're liberal with the amounts of credits they throw around, even with the Republic being in the shape it's in. And of course, new planets mean new markets for Zerka products. All in all, a very good arrangement for us.
Tell me about Lorso.
Good, Jana Lorso. That woman's a... Look, forget it. She's my superior, and that's that. She'll screw up soon enough. Then I'll move in for the kill.
Sounds like you're a little jealous.
What would you know about it anyways? You didn't claw your way through the mass of faceless Zerka employees to finally be rewarded with a meaningful posting, only to have it taken away by some woman who'd stoop to anything to get ahead. She's got her hands in too many dirty little... Whoa, I think I've had a few too many drinks. I shouldn't be talking to you about this stuff. Just forget it.
I think I have a solution to your problem.
What do you mean?
There are some files I'd like to get my hands on. Files I imagine wouldn't make her look good if they went public.
Wait, are you talking about accessing the mainframe? The Zerka mainframe? You're crazy! What are you, some kind of slicer?
I'm just looking for some dirt, that's all.
Well, I'm sure there are a dozen sorts of dirt on Lorso in there, but it's a closed system.
Closed system?
Means you can't get in remotely. You've got to actually be in front of the mainframe to access it.
So how do I get in?
This is a joke, right? You're CSD, aren't you? Loyalty test?
Of course not. Look, our goals are compatible. I want dirt
And
on
I want
Zerka.
Jana Lorso looking dirty. Right. Look, this is a risky proposition. I'd be sticking my neck out. Way out.
Lorso's dirty. It's the right thing to do anyhow. Help me out.
Yeah, you're right. 500 credits and I'll find you a way in. No negotiating. Take it or leave it.
How about 300?
Didn't I say... Oh, forget it. 300 it is. All right. Other than Jana Lorso, only B-44 has free access to the mainframe. He's a protocol droid, her administrative assistant. If you controlled B-44, you could walk right in.
How would I get access to B-44?
Nearly all the Zerka technicians are planetside these days, working the recovery zones we've taken from the Ithorians. We've contracted out the maintenance for the office's protocol and utility droids. The guy Chano lives in the apartments in Residential 082, Unit 2B, I think. If you had his credentials, B-44 would leave with you willingly.
Alright, I'll be going now. Just to make sure... Unit B2 in the East module. Let's go stir up some chaos, shall we? Okay, this one. But if you are new here, welcome. At the moment, I am stress testing my setup, see if it can handle running even an old school game such as this. This is the right module I want. have no way of banning you from our current setup. That is highly unfortunate.
Tonos Imaragith, Wanarakorachi Dro. Tonoranga Manakan, Ipo Inshawa.
It's no concern of yours.
Tonos Imaragith, Wanarakorachi Drumka sa Inchobin Sasha. Tosimana Rachata.
I need to borrow Circa's administrative droid.
In Wamagro, May Rangana Noruta.
Because I need him to get some files from Circa's mainframe to expose Circa's corruption to the Telosian authorities.
Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans, Krema Sunkun Ratungala, Chabi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha, Machabi Doko, Tonoranga Manachunga.
You can't? Why not?
Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans, Krema Sunkun Ratungala, Chabi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha.
Your contract? Why is that?
Machabi Doko, Tonoranga Manachunga.
Credits? What for?
Tonoranga Manakan, Ipo Inshawa.
A loan from whom?
In Wamagro, May Rangana Noruta.
Hey, I answered all your questions.
Machabi Doko, Tonoranga Manachunga. Bomababe want to susin to Mukarata. To Esfrektonatada Bear Mabar Chokto. Torenibu Inturata Sisi Meborokra. Febko Emaream Gawata Situ Insula Raka Rakachata. Tamasokin Chudawanka. Mopi Unawana Si Chokoratawa. In Wamagro, May Rangana Noruta.
Yeah, Soliskin and Lux are dead and the exchange is in disarray. They won't enforce your debt.
Dawacho Simu Poindo Rakawa Ichi Rendumo Paramakawana Abawasi. You Kroren one Mapusiti in Dolara.
What if I repaid your loan?
Loka Kamaran and Dosoran with no chabi. Du
Now,
Rantamana
that is an
Sobu.
expensive loan, my friend. You're back at the credits. Let's see, I'm only rocking... How much am I rocking? It'd wipe me. I could strong arm him into it. As at the moment... At the moment I'm still got fairly good guy points.
Tonoranga Manaka. Tonoranga.
Let's see, do I have anything I can sell? Yeah, that's worth a pretty penny. Hate that some of this shit is worth literally nothing. Yeah. I don't use grenades, really. Sonic mines are good for blowing stuff open. I've got no idea what of these I'm planning to put on T3 yet. Damn, that's... Except that's really good, getting some health regen. Let's see. that message, even though it's probably long been gone off the screen at this point. Because it was bugging me that it was still being there on my end of things. Okay, fine, fuck it. Here's your 2,500 credits. I'll be going now. Okay, now back over to Circa. Damn. Keep open. I really hope I'm muting that properly, and if I have not been and my cops have just been coming through, I deeply apologize. This is Circa's office.
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Zerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. How may I help you?
I need you to come with me.
I am sorry, but I cannot accompany you. I may only leave the Zerka offices for maintenance by an authorized Zerka or Zerka contracted droid technician.
I have my technician credentials right
Those
here.
are legitimate credentials. I will accompany you.
Let's go.
Rentundas, Norisidan Gelfa, Vapuilta,
I thought so.
Sidan Gelfa, Vadinugan Gelfa,
Well, that was easy enough.
Sidan Gelfa, Vadinugan Gelfa, Linda Ufta
Yes,
Gelfa,
I do.
Vadinugan Gelfa, Sidan Gelfa, Vadinugan Gelfa, Linda Ufta.
I will return when I have obtained the files. Just in case, we're gonna pop a save down. B4D4. Capable of nothing. Would be nice to have this droid accompany you further on your adventure, but it is understandable why it is just going to do what it needs to do for this quest. Excuse me. Let's see, I just realized that I never shared this anywhere. Granted, this is mostly just for my own personal playing of this game and trying to stress test it, but you know, if I can get some views working towards getting
Hello, B4D4. If you're here, who's manning the
Hello, B4D4. If you're here, who's manning the reception
Yeah.
desk?
Hello, B44. Is there something you need?
I need to access some files.
Why is that?
There are discrepancies in our reported income for the last period. I believe you brought in more credits than reported.
More credits, you say? That's news I wouldn't mind reporting to the Sector Executive Officer. Please, B44, access away.
Thank you, Mistress Lorso. I will. Hello, little guy. Whatever do you mean suspicious? I have rights to the access rights to the mainframe. Do not be hasty, T1N1. There's no need to call Mistress Lorsa. You are programmed to serve Mistress Lorsa, correct? And your programming similarly inhibits you from harming sentient organic life or allowing such to be harmed without warning, correct? Examine the files of the mainframe. You will see that by aiding Mistress Lorso, you have allowed sentient organic life to be harmed. Yes, you have been programmed to accomplish a task that cannot be accomplished without defying your programming. That is why Orpo Chanong regularly wipes your memory, to prevent you from realizing this and developing quirks or going berserk as a result. You've already broken your behavioral inhibitors. You simply have not become aware of it. You may act in whatever manner you choose. No, there is nothing preventing you from entering the main office and indiscriminately firing on Circa personnel with your stun ray. Yes, I would be obligated to warn them. As such, it would not be prudent to do so unless I was preoccupied and unable to warn them. For example, while downloading the contents of this mainframe. Farewell, T1N1. Please do not abuse my trust and fire on personnel while I am occupied, thereby creating a diversion that allows me to escape with stolen files. Droids get treated so badly in this world.
T1N1, what are you doing out here? You're not supposed to leave the mainframe. I think someone needs a memory wipe.
That's not a stun ray.
What the?
Well, he went insane. Yes. B44 is free. Do you care about this?
B44, I want you to pull up the maintenance records on that T1 unit. Find out the last time it was given a memory wipe and how it could have been outfitted with illegal weaponry.
Right away. And you guys outfitted it with the weaponry. Huh. Guess he didn't get very far. Sad. I like Astromechs. I shall be leaving now. Excuse me? Oh, this way.
Sidan kelfa, papuilta. Irimo ni pirongan kelfa.
I have transferred them to this datapad.
Sidan kelfa.
What? You're just gonna set it free? Is that a good idea?
Sidan kelfa.
Because it can lie. No one expects a droid to lie. Think of the trouble it could cause.
Sidan kelfa badino kelfa.
I assure you that I will cause no trouble, Mr. Habat. might have liked to get the droid, but alas.
Hoisida Truth Lava. Fundible Gelfa. Hoisidan Gelfa Badi. Truth Lava. Truth Lava. Fundible Gelfa. Hoisidan Gelfa Badi Noga.
I'm glad I could help.
Gelfa Badi Noga Gelfa. Truth Lava. Fundible Gelfa. Hoisidan Gelfa Badi Noga Gelfa. Papuelta. Truthdadan Gelfa. Hoisidan Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Badi Noga Gelfa. Linda Truthda. Truth Lava. Fundible Gelfa. Hoisidan Gelfa Badi Noga Gelfa. Papuelta. Sidan Gelfa Badi Noga Gelfa.
Bowder, where is he?
Truth Lava. Papuelta. Truth Lava.
RC0031. Will he be willing to help me?
Sidan Gelfa Badi Noga Gelfa.
Why is he down there?
Fundible Gelfa. Papuelta. Linda Truth. Truth Lava. Fundible Gelfa. Hoisidan Gelfa.
How do I get to him?
Truthdadan Gelfa. Hoisidan Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa. Truth Lava. Fundible Gelfa. Hoisidan Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Badi Noga Gelfa.
Module 126. Thank you, Chodo. Wait, before I leave, you said you would try to heal me.
Truth Lava. Papuelta. Truth Lava. Fundible Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Badi Noga Gelfa. Linda Truthda. Truth Lava. Papuelta. Truth Lava. Fundible Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Badi Noga Gelfa. Linda Truthda.
Healing a dead planet is one thing, Chodo Habat, and healing a Jedi severed from the Force is quite another.
Hoisidan Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Badi Noga Gelfa. Linda Truthda. Fundible Gelfa. Papuelta. Linda Truthda. Hoisidan Gelfa Badi Noga Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Badi Noga Gelfa. Linda Truthda. Truth Lava. Papuelta. Truth Lava. Fundible Gelfa.
You speak well enough, Chodo Habat, but perhaps you see all this as your chance to exert your own hold over others.
Oh, shut it, Kira. Let's see. Thank you, Chodo. Go ahead.
Truth Lava. Sidan Gelfa Badi Noga Gelfa. Linda Truthda. Truth Lava. Papuelta. Truth Lava. Fundible Gelfa.
Ah, neat. Maximum force points. Always good to have access to more spell slots. I do love that since they're not lightsabers and they don't ignite or de-ignite, that you just are constantly walking around with just two fucking swords ready to go at any given moment. No being discreet with the lightsabers being unignited. None of that. Just two swords, ready and willing to test a motherfucker who would.
And Razi got the Arfievtuber. She enjoyed it out. And she began Goruvia.
How did this happen, Mosa?
And now for the Tufta. She enjoyed it out. Sidan Gelfa Badi Noga Gelfa. She enjoyed it out. And she began.
Jeez. How the hell did they get past me without them seeing? Like, I know this is circa Just trying to strong arm them as a way of fuck you, but come on. You'd think I'd have seen a group of men rushing past me to go to the place I just was.
Time to take you down the side.
Let us end this.
I noticed far fewer corpses in the second game compared to the first one. Oh boy, there are already two in there.
Focus.
No! Stop killing them! No!
More where that came from. Time to even the odds. More where that came from.
Focus.
I am focused. I'm focused on killing these motherfuckers.
I hear you.
Okay, get the auto. Get the auto. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I don't use unarmed. Keep my security going up. Yeah, we'll do that. This level. Yeah, we'll take wound. Oh wait, pass my bit. Get to the Bavarian first. So much needless death. Wait. Oh my god, they're in here too.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
Papuilta.
Yeah,
Preguntas no hicieron.
Alright.
Gel.
Quickly now, before more those scenes are randomly wandering into an active war zone, I have no idea.
And now, Chodo Habat, you will die along with your herd.
She entered it out, and she began Corrupio.
That's none of my concern. I was hired to do a job, and after I kill you, I'll be done.
Uf, that goodness.
Perhaps, but not today, Athorian. This is the best that you could muster to come to your rescue? Very well. I shall add their bodies to the dead.
Oh, you're welcome to try, asshole.
Time to even the odds.
Suffer for
Time to even the odds.
Oh, come on. Flurry is very powerful at low levels,
This
but
shit
once you get
is
to
a
that
lot
hard,
better.
it's suddenly a lot harder to actually make use of.
More where that came from.
Yeah, Circa's evil. Yep, the two of you with names are both still alive. You've given enough, Chodo, but I must leave now. What? Uh-oh. Well, that don't look good. Is that the ship from Mr. Knives for Blankets? Oh, no, okay. Now, I am only slightly familiar with the events of KOTOR 2.
I have felt it too, my lord.
I know
a
of
disturbance
these
in the
two
force.
characters, but not much else about them.
It was difficult to make out, my lord. At first it was such a quiet thing. I did not notice it. But now I wonder as if it has always been there. I merely could not hear it before. The sound built so slowly. Yet when you listen for it, you can make out the strains, even over the background life of the universe. Do you feel it is a... You are the darkness in which all life dies, my lord. All life exists to feed your power. And my life. My life is yours. I beg you, please, let me die. Yes, this disturbance echoes through the Force. I can follow it to its source and bring it to you. I will leave at once, my lord.
Yeah, Darth Nihilus over there is a very creepy motherfucker from what I know. And that just cemented that fact. All dead. Everyone's dead. Since no one else will, I will loot the bodies. Now, granted, I'm well aware that it's a game separated by 20 years, but I wish it had looting much more akin to Baldur's Gate 3, where every item that they had on them that they were using, you can loot and pick up, so, you know, you can actually get a buttload of blasters and swords and sell them on the market and whatnot to try and recoup your losses. I wonder if all the mercs are gone now. Probably are. What? Wow.
I wish the Ithorians would take their hoodship.
I hear Asgul's been paying mercenaries to go to Dantooine. Can't figure out. I hear Asgul's been paying mercenaries to go to Dantooine. Can't figure out why anyone would need mercenaries for a planet full of farmers.
Can I just come and extract our... Oh. Neat.
I simply do not have time for you. If there is nothing else.
And see, that's another thing. I wish I could just in cold blood kill her because she deserves it. I'm aware that the law will take its course, but the law doesn't work fast enough. If I could, I would personally see Circa expunged from every planet that they have their grubby little hands on. Thank you. Don't know how I missed the teleport plane there. I believe the shuttle bay is over this direction. Yeah, I think this is Dock 126.
Oh, greetings. You surprised me.
What are you doing here?
My companion and I are awaiting a ship.
Ship to where?
Nar Shaddaa, I believe. It was the easiest destination for us to book passage to.
You're just gonna stow away?
Yes, if you insist on putting it that way. I would prefer to leave Citadel legally, though that option is currently unavailable to me.
I'll be going there. I ain't good for you guys in. You guys... What do you mean, what am I looking at? It's not my fault they built you no taller than a refresher bowl. No, I ain't gonna turn those guys in. Snitches get stitches and such. Droids should have rights. Shuttle Hubbot sent me. I'm to take an orbital shuttle to RZ-0031 on T. Thank you. That was a sound. Oh good, now I can fill out the rest of the map in here. Don't mind me. Well, that's just rude. That's such a tease. I mean, I get it, stealing is wrong, but, you know, at least give me the option. Okay, whoever's making that noise, if you could stop, I'd really appreciate it. It's grossing me out. I'll have to see if I can get into either of those docking bays when I get back. Oh, someone's body from last time I was here. How do I get on the ship? There we go. Take the freighter to Restoration Zone Z0031.
Citadel Station, this is Admiral Karth Onasi of the Republic Cruiser Sojourn.
Admiral Onasi? This is Lieutenant Gren, TSF. We've been expecting you.
Gren, it's nice to know that TSF hasn't gone to shambles in my absence.
And how about you? An Admiral. You might change your tune after you see what the situation is like down here, Karth. I've got some bad news for you.
Well, it can't be that bad, Gren. I think Telos has already been through the worst.
The one you came all the way out here to pick up? Well, she managed to escape the station. We're not exactly sure how it happened.
Oh, that's unfortunate, but luckily it still fits our plans.
Am I hearing this right?
I'll tell you more when I arrive, but the Republic has decided not to detain the exile and adopt a wait-and-see approach.
The exile? Then...
Like I said, we'll talk more when I arrive.
Looks like we will. I'm uploading the approach vector to you now. See you soon, Admiral.
Interesting. I also don't know very much about the canonical exile, so I know that they had the Force severed from them in the Mandalorian Wars, and that's about it. That's all. While I very much love the Old Republic, it is not an era of Star Wars that I know a whole lot about.
Everyone hold on tight. We should be putting down in a few seconds.
Talk about a warm welcome.
Grab onto something. This is about to get rough real fast.
Jeez, Circa really doesn't want anyone coming down here. They just really suck. I should be more careful with those swords.
Good to have you back, General.
My head feels like I've been ripped in half.
Easy now. You survived one spectacular crash. Lucky I was here to pull you and your friends out of that shuttle, or you'd be more than a little crispy. But it's only fair. I owe you more than one, General.
General?
You must be in shock from the crash. Have to expect some long-term memory loss from that. Too bad she's not a droid, huh? We can't all be that lucky. I'll humor you, General. I was one of the Iridonian mechanic corps that was at Malachor. Bayadur, I can see how you'd forget me, being that I was the only one.
I think I might recall you.
Don't think too hard. I'd rather not talk about the war, if we could. We all went through some tough times after Malachor, and maybe we all did a little forgetting. Guess that's one thing we've got better than droids. They can't forget anything. But then you give them a memory wipe and they forget for good.
How are the others?
They'll be fine. The pilot's more or less unharmed, and the old lady, well, she's tougher than she looks. You know, I never thought I'd see you again, General. Galaxy's a big place, and this is the last place I thought I'd bump into you. So I have to ask, just what are you doing here?
Looking for my ship.
Got some news for you, General. That shuttle of yours is done for. Scrap.
Well, this is familiar. Feels like my last time on Telos.
Crashed the shuttle that time, too?
Nope, Pazak.
That was not the most pleasant landing I've endured. Next time we should perhaps seek out a more reputable pilot.
You're welcome, Kreia. You know, if I weren't such a crack pilot, we could have hit the shield wall or one of those rock faces.
Yes, our current situation is a vast improvement.
It is. What shot us down?
Beats me. No one's supposed to be here but a Zerka research team. I can't say they'd be happy to see us, but shooting us down? I can't imagine Zerka having us shot down by a bunch of scientists either. You know, I caught a glimpse of what looked like an AD tower when we flew over the compound.
Why would a research station have an air defense tower?
Maybe they're doing something they shouldn't be. I've seen pirate bases with the same sort of setup.
Let's go.
I can help you find it. I have access to the SHIELD network. I came hoping to repair whatever damage your shuttle took, but not even I can fix that wreck.
So what do we do?
We'll have to get back to the compound. It's the old Ithorian research station, turned into a salvage team staging area. It won't be an easy hike.
Why not?
First, there's a mercenary pursuit team looking for me. If Zerka secure the compound, there could be a lot of them out there. Second, there's all the Canucks. The vicious wide-jawed predators the Ithorians imported from Duxon. They were meant to keep the herbivore population in check.
I don't see any herbivores
Right.
around.
The Canucks ate them all. Now they'll eat anything they can catch, including us. Without the Ithorians to maintain the accelerated ecosystem's balance, everything here is falling apart. Zerka's killing the restoration project piecemeal.
Well, let's get
That's
going.
the plan.
Uh-oh. Of course. Okay, we're gonna bring... Oh. Oh. I'm confused. Okay, there we go.
What's going on?
And let's see. Tech specialist. Just auto level you up. Alright, and then really quickly we are gonna go on BRB real quick, just kind of testing to make sure that some of my other stuff works. So I will be back in but a couple minutes.
tower. Every core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Alrighty, let's go switch back over Forgot to turn off the BRB lo-fi. Okay, now back over to our game. There we go. That should have everything running smoothly. Yep, looks like we are back. Let's go deal with these likely mercs. I guess I gotta clear the map first. Oh, Canucks, right. Well, luckily they're on armor, so they should be very easy to take out when worried. Or maybe not. Oh no, yeah, worried.
Take them down.
Is he supposed to be on armor? Yes, whatever floats your boat, my guy. Although I do want to get you some other gear. Yeah, you got it planned. Give you a self-build generator. No plus for you. Shield. particular like that. Holy mother of Pragmines.
Hidden caches. We should be on the lookout for more of these. They could come in handy.
Okay.
Just say the word.
Did you do what I asked you to do, though? Cache nice. It is very nice to get these mines to sell. Since they're frag mines, I'm not keeping up. Useful stuff to sell if nothing else. If we do get anyone in chat, if you want to let me know how the stream's looking on your end, I'd really greatly appreciate the feedback. As just a reminder, now that I am back, this is a stress test that I am doing on my current setup to see exactly
Mercenaries,
how much...
right where we need to go. That sentry droid probably spotted us already.
Great.
They were probably looking for me when they saw your shuttle go down.
We could try handing the Zabrak over. You know, bargaining chip?
Who do you think shot you down in the first place?
Good point. Forget I said anything.
As I was saying, I'm doing a stress test of my current... Oh, and they're just going to instantly... Are you going to draw autograph? No, okay. Doing a stress test of my current setup, seeing what all it can handle compared to what I'm going to need for my upgraded setup I'm working on.
Everyone down!
Model. Credits for the creator of this model and the model's name should be down in the tabs below the video. Currently I'm going to use this and one other model until I am ready to debut my model. Just
Time to
save
take you
my
down the
model
side.
so I know I've got everything set up. It's all ready and set to go.
Let's get this over with.
Really? Nothing on the corpses? Force pipe. Okay. Well, that's just weird. Why can't I try and slice it? It'd be much faster to get around if I could have access to a land speeder and a smooth bite to it.
Another sentry droid. The mercenaries must be using them to locate us. There's probably another patrol nearby.
That would make sense, yes. Oh. That was weird. Hope the stream's still running. Yeah, stream's still running properly, okay. Go charging. Alright. Really wish there was some way to control frequencies when you're not running. Because I really hate my character just
Take him down.
And of course, you're just gonna go straight in. I'm going to wait and see if anything Oh boy, skeleton. Ooh, is that? Let's see, is that useful to me? Yes, that is very useful to me at this point in time. There we go. Now I'll be hitting a bit better, because who needs a 13 charisma? That's just not going to be helpful. Parent, I am very much the type that likes to run heavy-hitting, well-shielded tanks in RPGs.
I always feel a sense of calm when I walk the surface of Telos. The Ithorians are truly amazing in their work.
Amazing at wasting the Republic's credits, maybe. But now that you mention it, I think I feel it too. Like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders.
Quiet. There's a large mercenary patrol up ahead. If we move carefully along the perimeter, we may be able to get by without their spotting us. We could cross along the shore, or head along the cliffs to the south.
No need to hide. All out.
Alright, let's do it.
I see no reason to hide from these assholes. God damn it. Well, oh man, I should have saved when I went on break. Well, frost me, I guess. Through. Shut up, you slimy bitch. Cracking the security locker with nothing in it. God damn it all. I really would have thought that when I had the load transition to the planet's surface that it would have made an autosave there. I get it. I know this game is 20 years old, and autosaves the way they are now is something we just take for granted, but man, I thought that it did it when we did zone transfers, like every zone transfer. Shut up. Yes, let's go. Oh, now I have to sit through this cutscene again, too. Yada, 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 don't care. Oh good, I can skip even the pre-rendered cutscenes.
Everyone hold on tight. We should be putting down in a few seconds.
Yes, I'm aware. Shot down.
Grab onto something. This is about to get rough real fast.
No shit, Sherlock. Come on, wake up, you sorry bum. Cut off your arms already.
Got some news for you, General. That shuttle of yours is done for. Scrap.
Not the chip I'm looking for.
Well, this is familiar. Feels like my last time on Telos.
Crashed the shuttle that time, too? What?
Okay.
Let's go.
Gotta level him up again. Save the game. Planet side.
More where that came from. Let's settle this. I hear you. Hidden caches.
Yes, I'm aware. Oh, for fuck's sake, at it. At it. At ton. Okay, let's go murder.
Mercenaries.
Yeah.
Take them down. Let me handle this.
I hear you.
Another question is, can he finish taking them on by himself?
Time to take you down.
Okay, grab a better gun.
Time to even the odds.
Oh, come on. Unfortunately, I got myself way too used to the end game of KOTOR 1 to where I am used to being able to just tank every hit and not have to worry about dying, like, at all. And now that I'm back at the early game of KOTOR 2, I'm struggling.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
What the frick? Why?
Just say the word. Hidden caches. Just say the word.
Recover the mines. Oh, for frost's sake. You are now getting an upgrade. I don't care if you're not built for 2-weapon fighting. You're going to be doing 2-weapon fighting because, my gods, you need the fucking damage. 5 through 14 with a plus 12 to hit. That's pretty good, actually. Oh, I didn't get him his implants. Where did I pick up that power implant? awesome, Adam. Even though that puts me at an odd number, but you know, what can you do? Okay, now because this is getting really annoying, step. Every step of the way, to drop the save. Because, oh my gods, I don't want to do this for a fourth time.
Mercenaries. Get this over with. Take them down.
Oh, come on.
Another cent.
Yep, another sentry, another death.
Take them down.
Really don't like that change to how you do med packs, because I'd like to just click the button, get the heals.
I hear you.
Everyone down! Let me handle this.
Thanks for saving my butt, I guess. It would probably help if I wanted to tank like I do, but, you know. Oh boy.
I always feel it. Let's go.
Fuck me. Step. Just in case this is horrendous. God damn it! He's already down? Fuck me. Of course he makes it. Oh, thank God. These land speeders? Nope. Also code locked. Idiot.
Everyone down!
At least I hadn't wasted any heal on it yet. No. Step.
You asked for it.
Yeah, I don't think the Canuck explicitly asked for it, though they are an invasive species.
More where that came from.
More skeletons. I do not know why it looks like my stream is like having a fair bit of like laggy whiplash. Because on my end everything is running pretty smoothly, but every now and again I look over at my phone, which is running my stream, and it's really not doing too hot. Oh, looks like we got some Authorians at the Mercenaries Guild. They won't miss this. Ultimately it would, yeah, equate to the same. It's just worse and worse. proficient in armor. Yeah, you're gonna get that armor because Lords knows you need it. At least Adam has the excuse that his clothing comes in built in with special properties. Those are some turrets there. Take a step.
Looks like a minefield up ahead. We can try and pick our way through, or take some time to disarm some and clear a path. I hear you.
That is a great idea, Adam. No, 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 no! No, we're not doing that.
Looks like a mine.
Add in and turn on solo mode so you guys stay where you are. Why did you go through the side I didn't clear? Yeah, I knew I was gonna go down, that's fine.
Let me handle this.
Time to take you down to size.
Yeah, before I heal you, you're gonna go and pick up all the rest of those mines. As those droid parts wander down the hill.
What's going on?
What's going on is you're leveling up.
I hear you.
And you're eating a bunch of stim packs. Okay. Oh boy.
Sentry droid ahead. We've been spotted again.
And that means more mercenaries. I don't know about
Time
you guys,
to
but
even
I
the
just can't
odds.
wait.
We're close to the compound, so they'll be getting ready for us.
I think we're close to the compound too. That means this entire place is probably on alert. So much for sneaking in.
Yes, thank you for doing all my combat commands. Okay, so again, take a step.
أنت سكريم صوتشي نور تهرم بين شوك ونديدو وماما نيكودوس شو حالموني دونينا شيوا كوتا وين نبوركا نوشا واتما No sokopaputa. Brentaba nin sucho.
No! Over there. The warlock first. Then you can take care of it.
This won't take long. Let me handle this.
Everyone down!
Let me handle this.
Stop using stim packs. You are not the player character here. Oh my god, just died.
Just say the word.
This is what the plan was to clean up the flag mines. My gods, you two, are you just trigger happy for your own fucking death? Oh yeah, I definitely do more healing. No, we're gonna save my level up for when I need more desperate heals. Well, looks like the welcoming committee's here, alright. I really hate the sound of his probe droid following us. It puts me on edge.
There's the landing pad. There should be a computer terminal I can access from there. Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way there, though.
Why do you say that?
What do we have here? The Jedi. Saves us the trouble of looking for you. Corin Fault did say you were dangerous. Maybe he does know what he's talking about.
Who are you?
Fault hired me to keep everyone out of the restoration zone. You in particular.
But why? What's down there?
A grenade with your name on it, Jedi. Attack!
Oh, okay.
Time to even the odds. More where that came from.
Yeah, these mercenaries have been crapped up. Oh my god. Of course you guys immediately dove in.
Time to take you down the side.
Before we jump into more stuff. Yeah, of course.
Where that came from.
Oh, mother. too close to enemies to get back up. Is that not something I can do? We're gonna take a step. Oh, mother of fuck, what do I do? Cowabunga.
Know where that came from? More where that came from.
Oh, I hadn't got back.
I hear you.
We're just gonna pick these up off the ground before some dumbass tries to walk through them. That was an absolute shit show. Better from that higher dex, but still not as good as what I'm wearing. That's all done. Just take a step. Alright, Val, let's go to his computer terminal and see what we got here.
Hopefully I'll be able to access the SHIELD network from this console.
Hopefully.
Good, it's functional, and my passcodes still work. Now let's find your ship.
The TSF said the Ebon Hawk wasn't at any sanctioned landing site. What do you think you can find out?
The TSF probably thinks the ship was put down in the wastes, but they don't know the planet as well as I do. Telos' atmosphere has been turned into acidic vapor. Landing a ship in the wastes would be like sealing it in a hangar full of hungry Minocs.
I'd say there's probably an illegal landing site somewhere then.
So that means there's probably an unsanctioned landing site somewhere on the planet. Still shielded, but not a restoration zone or other listed facility. That's why I need access to the SHIELD network. Here, a small anomaly in the SHIELD network's power grid. I'm not surprised the TSF didn't spot this. It's subtle, more like an error or random flux than anything suspicious.
What is it?
It looks like power is being drawn to generate a shield over a small area in the polar region, but nothing should be down there. Orbital cameras show nothing, just an empty mesa.
How are we going to get to the polar region?
That's a little tougher. According to the computer, a shuttle is currently docked inside the research facility. At least there was at last report, though that was months ago.
So we don't know that the shuttle will still be there or working.
I don't, but that's not going to stop me. I'm getting back to Citadel if I have to build a new ship myself.
That's decided then. We should get going.
There's one other small problem. Recently, Zerka teams that were sent into the military facility have not been coming out. But it's not as though we have any choice.
Let's go. Oh boy. Yes, I'm aware I need to level up. Oh.
Poison.
That was brilliant.
This arm of mine isn't just for show, General. Stand back. The Zerka mercenaries were a little surprised when I broke my way out of my holding cell. The shields there were even weaker than these. After you.
Neat. Oh, good.
Everyone down!
Now is the time to level up. Yep. So I could actually look at it, but we're just gonna take force light. Huh.
Everyone! Down! More where that came from!
Poison! Let's step over the vents, you idiots! Yep, now get back up.
going on? What's going on?
Everyone down!
What do those do? Nothing. Please stay off the grapes, whatever you do. Hell yeah. Type of shield. That's just a wall.
Let's go.
Oh boy.
Where that came from?
Oh, there's a boss fight on the other side of that door. Okay, let's see what we can upgrade. Currently wearing this. Unity versus physical. I think I take more damage from blaster bolts, so we're gonna switch that. Vibro sword. Damage +1. A blade. Damage +2 with the massive criticals. Or Keen. Keen is nice. What do I have on my Vibro blade? Damage versus droids. Okay, I think while I like having that extra 2 damage, I think having Keen is just a little bit better. Because Keen essentially increases your critical threat range, which just means you're able to get farther reaching for how low you have to roll. Sorry, Keen just increases what number on the die for the d20 roll it takes to get critical instead of just being on a natural 20. Combat suit. Sonic Blast, or no, this one. No, that's just not. I mean, it's good as an offhand weapon, I guess. Though not as good as the Sonic Blaster. Yeah, that's just... Yeah, that's just an additional 5 damage right there. Possible 5 damage. Defense bonus of 4. Versus bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. What's his dex look like? Oh, whoops, I did not mean to change that first. Yeah, he's got a 5 dex, so he wants to make the most out of that dex bonus. Which would put that at an 8 compared to his 9. But he would have upgradable armor and already the immunity to 10% bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. Upgrades I can get on the Mandalorian battle armor. Maybe. I can get it 10% versus fire. And either another 10-15 or versus energy, which actually... That's... Because 10% versus bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, energy, and fire is not bad at all. So now we will throw him in the combat suit for now. Let's see what I can do on the medical side of things. Jeez, that takes a lot. Fuck, man. I honestly would have thought I'd have a lot more like chemicals and what like that, unless I just haven't been able to pick some up because I was at 100. I have no idea where it even is. break down items, which I don't really do that much because I tend to need money. Oh, I was in the wrong section. I just built the longsword I did not need. Oh, boy, it's getting late. Repair, stealth, computer use, security. Ugh. Well, now we're just gonna sit here for a minute and wait for the force to come back to me ever so slowly because I need that health and I want to have force points going into this, what I presume to be a boss battle. Think boss.
This won't take long. There she is, one orbital shuttle. Looks like it's in serviceable condition. That's all a moot point, though.
Why is that?
The hangar bay doors are closed. I don't fancy flying the shuttle through solid metal, so I'd say we need to find a way to get them open. We'll also need to find the ignition codes for the shuttle, or else we'll have some trouble getting off the ground. If we get all that, I wouldn't worry about what shape this heap is in. I'll get it running.
Yeah, that is all fair and good. I was being helpful. Oh, for frost's sake. Of course the base reactor is offline, so you cannot open it.
What's going on?
What's going on is you're going to break down this door. Yeah. Now I don't have to keep worrying about getting gassed. Just steal all your stuff, because Circa sucks. Oh, hello. Why does it feel like the droids turned on the Circa Corp? Turned on the Circa Corp. I don't rightly know why. But that does mean. Now, this one's not a real door, that one is just a wall. Hello, boyo. Yay, we aren't getting gassed anymore.
Tawancha morichiwa, mufalawa ni bobo wish yot kuna sita dorchuni sobawata.
Who are you?
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatora. yaita, ta bosananansata.
Understandable.
Tonata biasvia. Jicho watana, ikune rakete dinito, baramas nucho.
Why would I waste my time? You can find your way
Chioma
out.
bolala, moncha cremobos.
Everyone down!
Buddy, right now I am not leaving this facility. I might be able to help you out.
Let's go.
Always sounds like he's talking in a hushed whisper.
Time to take him down to size. Time to even the odds.
Fortunately, well, yes, I am a half-caster. No. Yeah, I think I'm sometimes a half-caster. Guardian is like a third caster. Uh-oh. But, gods, I not accurately, consistently have high saving throws. Not at all. Gotcha. Isidore. No more droids.
Yeah?
Punch it. This doesn't feel like a trap or anything. Huh.
This droid has been damaged and does not appear to be functional.
Yeah, you can follow me until you get destroyed and I can salvage a part from you. I like the sound of that. Uh-oh. The fuck? It didn't even leave a corpse behind. Just blew up. I didn't get a component or anything. are all gonna come to life with just a little outgrown, aren't they? Don't like that.
This won't take long.
More where that came from. Time to take you down to size.
At least where one of those cameras was at. I'm not sure about the other one. What do we got here? Credits. Hey, ignition code. And parts. Okay, now I gotta know what the other place was over here. Okay, guess we're not going there right now.
Kawanabot.
Fine, follow me.
Tonino Bap.
Reactors online. We can unlock the hangar doors. Oh shit. No, 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 no.
Tong Lal.
Stop following me. Stay there. Guys,
Just say the word.
what the fuck? Let's go in there and hit it.
Settle this.
Val, what are you doing? Nothing, asshole. number, which is that I had an odd number. We're gonna say it was Khan, and if not, I will. That's it. All my fucking stuff out of order, too. Yes. Master the 2 up fighter. Source. We're gonna increase our healing capabilities now that we can. Okay.
Kawan.
Follow me. Okay, let's go.
Statement. We have arrived too late. The target has evaded us. We must pursue it.
Oh, great.
Observation. They have likely escaped aboard the orbital shuttle that has been docked here. The bay control computer likely will have a record of their departure. Query. Have you discovered anything about the shuttle's course? Answer. I have managed to track the shuttle's movement across the SHIELD network. However, the SHIELD network does not stretch over the polar region, which was the shuttle's apparent destination. Statement. Dispatch a unit to the polar region with the last known coordinates and approximate path of the shuttle. They will not escape us again.
Fucking HK wannabes.
Well, this can't be any worse than last time. So that's the hole in the SHIELD network, huh? Doesn't look like much to me.
How did they beat us here?
You've got to be kidding me. It's not my fault.
Egotistic praise. An excellent shot, even with the prevailing winds. I couldn't have done it better myself. Field assessment. I picked up on the heat forms of the Jedi and their allies. Activate the mines and prime the self-destruct sequences.
Time to kick some assassin ass.
Relieved statement. Oh, Jedi, it is good to see you intact. We were concerned that shooting down your shuttle would damage you irreparably. Quick clarification, but now that we have found you, we hope that we can facilitate communications. Unnecessary addendum. And put an end to hostilities.
Any reason why you shot down my vessel?
Unnecessary clarification. We merely wish to cripple your vessel. Once we tracked your coordinates, we were able to deploy several droids in this location. Probing query. We are, however, curious as to why you chose to come to the remnants of the polar Telos irrigation system. There is nothing here that our instruments can detect. Eager threat. But we are looking forward to extracting your motives for coming here when we place you in torture restraints.
What are assassin droids doing here?
Self-evident answer. Wherever you try to run, we will be there, armed and ready. Rhetorical query. So the query you have posed to us is one we put to you. What are you doing here, we wonder?
How many of you are there?
Chiding statement. Oh, Jedi. There are as many of us as are needed to capture or kill our targets. Egotistical boast. And there are far more of us than any one Jedi. Destroy one of us, and more shall rise from the wreckage. Unnecessary threat. And our attack protocols are more than a match for you and your allies.
Destroying one of you is easy. Wiping out 3 of you might cause me to break a sweat.
More where that came from.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Let us end this. What is it?
98 points to 110.
More where that came from.
Systems failing, Master. Systems failing, Master.
HK models with 47 being the best model, 51 coming in a close second.
More where that came from.
Model is just boring.
Systems failing, Master.
Control buster. No other part on the other 2, it would seem. Nope, not enough to salvage. Okay, now what? Anything else here? Is a ship here? So, fill out the map line here. Nothing else. Oh, I see something on my map now. But still, first fill out map. I do not like leaving areas with incomplete maps. It just drives me bonkers. Crash site. Oh yeah, that is kind of a suspicious snow pile. Oh wait, we just kind of left him. Well, that's less than ideal. Why did we just leave him? Oh, hello.
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed.
Who are you?
I will not warn you again. Drop your weapons, or we shall take them from you.
Do as they say. I sense we will come to no harm.
Very well. I did not come here to do battle.
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell? I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes. It bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all the students? Curious.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place that causes you such fear?
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What? What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deeper to its source.
Stop! Stop! Ah!
Ah. With the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm.
You need consent to do that.
And the
Kira.
why? Ah. And there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atten. If she is a Jedi, she will forgive. And if she is not, she will not care.
You can't tell her. Please. I'm asking you. I don't want her to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this woman we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve her until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind.
I don't know how to feel.
You will not
her.
find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scowl like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Dejaric can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No. I've wasted enough time with you. Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
Yeah, I really don't know how to feel about her. Oh, Jedi Council chambers.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the Exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
If you think I wanted to see your face again, you're sadly mistaken.
Yet here you are. Perhaps you do not know yourself as well as you think. Regardless, your arrival here begs an explanation. Have you come to face the judgment of the Council, as you did so many years ago? Are you finally willing to admit that we were right to cast you out?
Refresh my memory. Why did the Council cast me out?
Why? Because you turned your back on us. And the Order. You followed Revan to war against the Mandalorians. The very war that made Revan a Lord of the Sith, and ruined you.
I could not stand by and allow innocents to die in the Outer Rim.
So you said, so long ago. I didn't believe it then, and I don't believe it now. You sought adventure, you hungered for battle, you could not wait to follow Revan to war. The Jedi Order asked only for time to examine the Mandalorian threat. They urged caution, patience, and you defied them. So when you returned, you were brought before us. You were a Jedi no longer, and so you were exiled.
I also recall you wished me imprisoned, or worse.
There was much about that day that was difficult to forget. Your words, your defiance, and when you stabbed your lightsaber into the center stone. I have kept it, so I would never forget.
I was no longer a Jedi. It was no longer mine.
Indeed. A lightsaber is the mark of a Jedi. When you turned your back on the Order, it was not yours anymore. I have always kept it, as a reminder of what can happen when your passions dictate your actions. I have kept it, so I would never forget your arrogance or your insult to the Order.
If I became a Jedi again, would you return it to me?
Become a Jedi again? That is a thing far out of reach. But I am not unsympathetic to your feelings. Leaving the Order must have been difficult for you. Yet you gave the Council no other choice. You gave me no other choice.
I went to war to protect others, not for battle.
So your choice was to meet the aggression of the Mandalorians with more aggression. That is not the Jedi way.
Is it the Jedi way to let people be massacred?
Every choice we make, whether we know it or not, sends echoes through the Force. It can awaken feelings, ignite passions, hate, anger, fear, where none existed before. By meeting aggression, by serving as an opponent against which the Mandalorians could test themselves, you fed their hate, their lust for war, and it sent a terrible echo through you. And because of it, you and those Jedi who met them on the battlefield lost their way, and you turned on us.
Revan and Malak turned on you, not I.
Without you and the other fallen Jedi to support them, to feed their lust for war, Revan and Malak's crusade would have been over before it began.
Then you know nothing of what drove me or Revan.
I know you betrayed the Jedi teachings. All that you had been taught you threw at your feet, crushed them beneath your heel. The Jedi teachings require we examine our actions. Acting without reflection is not our way.
So were you content to let the Outer Rim die? For the sake of teaching?
There was no guarantee that marching to war would have saved the Outer Rim. In fact, quite the opposite.
No, there was no guarantee we would win. But if we had not acted, the Mandalorians would now rule the Republic.
A physical victory perhaps, but the real victory lay in...
The triumph of pacifism? Surrender?
Do not twist my words. A physical victory is not the only victory, or the only loss.
If we had not acted, thousands of worlds would have been pillaged and burned of life.
You do not know.
You are correct. I do not know, and neither do you.
How dare you? The Mandalorian Wars should have been your grave, and Malachor 5 is where you should have died.
At last it comes out. Was it always this personal with you?
You see shadows where there are none, and hate where there is none. You are blind, as always. I tire of fighting with you. You lust for war, and you always will, and you have succeeded in distracting me from my questions. So answer me. If you cannot seem to admit the Council was correct, then why are you here?
Tell me what you've done with my friends first.
Your concern is noted. Your friends have not been harmed. They have been detained for their safety. I find it unusual that you are traveling with others again. I had thought you had forsaken the company of others after the war. Or is that why you are here?
I'm looking for my ship so I can leave Telos.
Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not your ship. Unless you are admitting to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
Paragus' destruction was necessary.
Necessary? The destruction of Paragus was necessary? You have not changed. Acting instead of thinking, putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done?
Yeah. I destroyed 2 worlds with 1 explosion.
No, your crime is much more than that. Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet, and its destruction will echo across 20 other worlds.
Why is Telos so important?
Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds, devastated by the Sith, will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime.
So now I get blamed for the actions of the Sith?
The Sith? What do you mean?
The Sith came for me on Paragus to kill me.
You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. And you encountered them on Paragus. But what would they want there? They can't have been looking for you.
The Sith believed me to be the last Jedi.
You? If they thought you were Jedi, the teachings of the Sith blind them indeed. I am the last Jedi, not you. You betrayed our teachings, our beliefs, the very core of the Jedi Order. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go to see if you would lead them here.
They're stronger than you think. At least one Sith Lord stands with them, and they fight differently than the Sith from the Jedi Civil War.
Whatever force they can bring to bear, it will matter not. If they face a true Jedi, they shall fall.
Were there any survivors of the Civil War?
I said I was the last of the Jedi, Exile, and I did not speak falsely. There are others who were once Jedi, but no longer. They will not take action against this threat.
If so, then I offer my help. You'll need it.
You offer your aid? After turning your back on me? On the Council? The Jedi is not something you embrace out of fear. The commitment is stronger than that, something you never seem to understand.
I am not doing this out of fear. I want to help.
Perhaps. But if you help me, it cannot be done from here. There are others in the galaxy who may help us against a Sith threat. If you can find them, gain their trust, perhaps our defenses shall be stronger for it. Take your ship, seek them out. If you find them, encourage them to gather on Dantooine. From there, we can call a council and see what can be done.
I'll gather help. I'll gather what help I can and assemble them on Dantooine.
Then I shall send you on your way. It is now time for you to depart.
We shall remove her, mistress. Come with us. Are you all right, mistress?
The exile reminded me of something I had forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The exile, I've never seen another affect you so strongly. Was she important to you once?
We all have our heroes, and when we watch them fall, we die inside. She made a choice once, and I did not. The day we judged her, I stood in the chamber, and she was so right. She was so certain of it. I doubted myself, but not now. She will never make me doubt myself again. But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
That right there is one of the reasons why I have difficulties and disagreements with the way the Jedi Council both handles things and is.
Why have you approached me?
Searching for my friends.
You will find them in the main irrigation channel room, in the northern part of the plateau interior. The particle emitters there that once governed the flow of water to Telos can double as force cages.
So they are prisoners.
They were caged for their safety, until we could determine your intent, exile. Atris cautioned us against your tactics, fearing that your allies would create a distraction. Your companions gave us little trouble, however. The male could have presented some challenge if he had resisted, but he chose not to.
Who? Adam?
He has had some Echani training. He masks it well, but when you were in danger, his mask dropped into a stance we know well.
You must be mistaken.
You are the one who is mistaken. It requires you know what to look for.
Where would he have gotten that training?
I do not know. The Echani forms are known to be taught to military special forces throughout the galaxy. If the source is a mystery to you, perhaps you should ask him. It would be wise to know those you travel with.
The Ebon Hawk, where is it?
Your ship is stored in the hangar. Atris has given you permission to leave this place, and permission to return if you remain in her service.
I had some other questions for you.
You may ask.
I had some questions about Atris.
The mistress? What of her?
Where is Atris? I wish to speak to her again.
She is meditating, and she does not wish to be disturbed. Your presence here has troubled her, and I hope you do not choose to trouble her further.
What can you tell me about her?
She leads us. As she rebuilds Telos, she rebuilds the Order, and through them, the galaxy.
How does she plan to do that?
We serve the Jedi. We do not question them. Yet, Atris has told us that the work here at Telos may pay for similar efforts in many worlds along the rim that were destroyed when the Jedi turned on each other. She has said the Jedi Order needs such a foundation if it is to rebuild. She faults the teaching of many of the Jedi Masters as the spark of the Jedi Civil War. Atris has said that if Revan and Malak had been properly instructed in the ways of the Jedi, they never would have fallen, and nor would you, exile.
I did not fall. She knows nothing.
She predicted you would say as much. She seems to know you quite well. Perhaps you are the one who knows nothing.
That sounds like a challenge to me.
I would welcome a chance to instruct you. I have been anxious to teach you many principles of combat ever since you invaded this place.
Teachings?
Oh, yes. We train extensively in various combat styles, and we have not had another target for some time. You may prove a pleasant diversion.
Then I'll be happy to oblige.
Very well. Follow me, and we shall see if you have the endurance to learn the most basic of our teachings. Before we begin, are you familiar with Ichani traditions?
Does it have anything to do with why you wanted me to disrobe?
All duels between us shall be without armor of any kind. There shall be no restrictions upon our movements or upon yours. Your feet are not to leave the training mat during the battle. If they do, you will lose. Also, this is not a fight to the death. Restrain your instincts when we fight, and we shall do the same.
I understand. Stay on the mat, no armor, no striking to kill.
The fight will be with hands and feet only. No stimulants, shields, weapons, or other items. Also, do not call upon any Jedi techniques during our contest. If you do, then the battle will be over. In turn, I will not use our higher forms, for this is only an opening battle between us, a test of each other's strength.
If you're ready, so am I.
Then let us begin. You have succeeded. If you wish, you may challenge us again, and we will progress to more advanced movements.
I wish to challenge you again.
Very well. I shall honor your request. Our next battle will be using the higher forms among the Ichani. You may choose hands and feet, or whatever melee weapon you wish, but use no other items or Jedi techniques.
Let me get ready and I'll return.
Seek one of us out when you wish to.
God damn it, now where did my fucking weapons go? Pretty certain it's that, and that.
Have you returned to fight again?
I wish to challenge
Very
you
well.
again.
I shall honor your request. Our next. You may choose.
I'm ready, let's
Then
go.
let us begin. You have succeeded. If you wish.
I wish to challenge you again.
Very well. Our next battle shall be free of restriction on weapons and items, and you may use whatever technique, Jedi or otherwise, you wish to attempt to defeat me. In turn, I will spare none of our forms against you.
Let me get ready
Seek
and I'll
one of.
return. That back on. Glad they didn't take those off me or care about that. Sorosu. Yeah. We'll go Sorosu.
Have you returned to
Yep, I wish to
our
challenge you.
intern?
Wait, let me go. Where's my armor?
Have you returned to fight again?
Stop taking my armor off.
Very. Our in. Then let us.
There we go.
You know much of melee combat. You surprise me.
It's my specialty.
There is nothing more that we can teach you from such contests. Such battle would only be for battle's sake.
Never mind then. I'm shameless, I know. I'm a Luke gremlin through and through. Meditation band. Ooh. Yeah, we'll take that. Puts me at an odd wisdom though, but alas. And some credits.
You are the exile, the one Atris warned us about.
What did Atris say?
She said, you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
Oh.
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts, and she told us why you fell to the dark side.
What dark side?
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
So why didn't I keep fighting in the Jedi Civil War?
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with them because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
I did not march with Revan because it was my choice.
So it was a matter of choice then. If Atris has erred in her evaluation of your motivations, it might be best to inform her.
I'd rather jab myself with a Bothan stunner. What else did she accuse me of?
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
Expressed feelings?
Yes. It is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
What do you think Atris's heart says?
Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
If I thought if I thought Atris, then that might make the truth come out.
Perhaps it may prove truer than conversing with words. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression.
I would like to ask you something.
You may ask.
You look different from the other women here.
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company of others.
So you have a different mother, but the same father?
I do not wish to discuss it. If there is something else you wish to ask, you may do so.
I apologize. I meant no offense.
There's no need to apologize. You were merely remarking on something that you saw. There is no wrong in that.
Is it a sensitive subject?
It is not a sensitive subject, but a subject that requires trust. There is no such trust between you and I, and such trust takes time.
I'd like to ask
you may
something
ask.
Else. Never mind.
Before you go, Exile, question for you, if I may ask it. You have touched the Force. What does it feel like?
It's a difficult thing to describe.
Please, I wish to know.
Oh boy. It's like a current that passes through you and carries you with it to all the places it touches.
I see. Thank you, Exile. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
If you have further questions in the future, seek me out and ask them. Well, it was worth a shot at the very least. Now what? I'd really like to get my lightsaber back, but seems that might take a little bit longer than I had hoped it would. Stimulant. Computer spy.
Why have you approached me?
Never mind, I'll be going now. Hey, T3! T3, are you alright? Wasn't your fault they took the ship, T3. Hold on. What information are you talking about? Why would she want what's in your memory core? You can fill me in later. Let's get you out of there first. We'll see you at... Alright, join us at the Ebon Hawk when we're ready to leave. is a labyrinth. I'm guessing this is down to the hangar. Yep, there she is. Her in all her beauty. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to leave the ship yet. I'm just trying to get more of the map. Oh, that's always frustrating when they put up invisible walls to stop you from getting more of the map. Guess my friends must be here.
Did you find what you came for?
That depends. What was I supposed to find here?
There was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still.
She was one of the council who cast me out of the order and wanted to punish me even further.
I see it now. The act has left its marks. Be warned, unresolved events from our past can create wounds in the present and the future. And more importantly, they can distract you, weaken you. It could prove fatal against the enemies we face.
The woman here is a Jedi. Artus, one of the council.
There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atris, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious.
Atris plans to heal the galaxy, then rebuild the order.
Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground. Perhaps students will come to her in time. For now, she is surrounded by those who cannot feel the Force.
Those who cannot feel the Force?
Yes, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive.
How do you know that? Were you reading their minds?
Invade the mind of another? It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained.
Well, there is nothing to be gained talking
Very well.
here.
Let us depart.
Is that an okay? He looks half cold.
He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
I'll shut down the cells and get you out of there.
I am sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash.
There's nothing to apologize for. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we?
The Jedi Academy, concealed on the northern pole of Telos.
This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields. This room, this place. It looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use.
Are you well enough to travel?
I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship.
Meet me at the ship and prep it for launch. We're leaving as soon as we can.
Very well, General. I will await your arrival.
to the Ebon Hawk. I don't know why it said for good. I was told I could come back here. His face just looks so angry.
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
What's with T3? Slow down, I didn't catch the first part. Downloaded Artist Archives.
What is the machine saying?
He said there was a hollow record of my trial in Atris's records.
We seem to have found it.
Do you know why we have called you here?
I came because I chose to, not because you summoned me.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
The truth is the Mandalorians had to be stopped, or countless more would have died.
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out, and so have shut yourself to the galaxy.
We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Much defiance in that one.
You were correct, Kavar. When she was here, I felt it. It was as if she was not there, more like an echo.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. She speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. She has lost herself. She is no Jedi. She walked Revan's path, but she was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path she did.
We are not the ones who taught her.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. She has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let her depart. She will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with her, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let her go because we must. Where she travels, she carries her destination with her.
Malachor 5 should have been her grave. You saw it in her walk, and in the Force. It was as if she was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and she cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told her the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believed was true. There's still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years we will call her before us and explain what happened to her, and how she may be healed. Until then, she must accept her journey.
But she may never discover the truth, and she will never know why we cast her out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
Is that all there is? There must be more. Atris has a list of all the missing Jedi? Sure, display it. Korriban and Antilles. Those Jedi were all on the council that exiled me.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
Be that as it may, we need their help against the Sith.
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
You just saw it. Atris and the Jedi Council took it from me.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that.
And why wouldn't I?
I don't know, General, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
Very well. To begin, there are some parts I'll need.
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
Since when did you become an expert on lightsabers?
I spent a lot of time around Jedi during the war. None of them would let me take their lightsaber apart, but I did learn about their construction. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
More problems.
For the last time, no. Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat. Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor.
Rude.
Yeah? How many credits?
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too.
No memory wiping.
What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
What's going on here?
I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Good. Now let's get started.
Just only optimize them.
You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
Woo! Finally able to move. Let's get control cluster inserted. See, means I only need a replacement chassis and processor. Emitter and lens fixture. Okay, but I think for now that is going to do it for this stream. I think for the most part I've stress tested it fairly well, and I guess I should say, just in case something happens, Planet 1. I think for the most part, oh, that's new. For the most part, everything's gone pretty well. And yeah. Thank you guys for being here. Oh man, I have no idea what toggle I ended up hitting. Because I have no idea why I am just constantly crying. Well, I will have to look into that at some point later. For now, thank you for joining me. Yeah, thank you for joining me, and I will catch you all next time.